In the vast stillness of the medieval desert, dawn breaks over the ancient trade routes near the Mediterranean. A golden light stretches across the endless dunes, illuminating the slow, majestic procession of a massive caravan. Camels adorned with rich tapestries and wagons heavy with gold, spices, and silk carve a path through the sand. Banners bearing the ancient symbols of the House of Al-Zaqm, a noble trading family, flutter gently in the morning breeze. The atmosphere is one of calm, epic grandeur, a scene pulled from a forgotten history. Inside one of the wagons, amidst stacks of trade documents and maps, sits Kara's Al-Zaqm. He's a young man, but his eyes hold a deep intelligence and a thoughtful, quiet strength. Despite his noble lineage, he wears the humble, practical clothes of a traveling merchant, his focus entirely on the papers before him. Beside the caravan, his loyal friend Salem walks with a confident stride, his spear spinning effortlessly in his hand. He calls out a light-hearted joke to Kara's, his smile a familiar comfort. Their bond is palpable, a brotherhood forged not by blood, but by years of shared journeys and unwavering trust. As the sun begins its descent, casting long, dramatic shadows across the landscape, the caravan reaches a crossroads. An unnatural silence falls over the desert. The wind, once a gentle whisper, now carries a sense of foreboding, kicking up dust in eerie swirls. The birds, moments ago chirping their evening songs, scatter into the sky as if fleeing an unseen terror. The air grows thick with tension. Suddenly, the silence is shattered. A volley of arrows whistles through the air, erupting from the encroaching shadows. The ambush is swift and brutal. Chaos reigns. Wagons are engulfed in flames, the fire spreading with terrifying speed, casting a hellish glow against the twilight sky. The air fills with the clash of steel and the desperate screams of merchants. Smoke billows across the sand, obscuring the violence. Through the pandemonium, Kara's runs, his voice raw as he desperately calls out for his father. Nearby, Salem fights with fierce determination, his spear a blur as he defends the innocent, his bravery a small beacon in the overwhelming darkness. Kara's finally finds him. His father lies on the ground, mortally wounded, his lifeblood seeping into the sand, mixing with the scattered gold coins that were once the pride of their house. Time seems to stand still as they share a silent, heartbreaking farewell. From the smoke and fire, a figure emerges. It is Marcus, a man clad in dark, menacing armor, his face a mask of cold, unrelenting hatred. He approaches the grieving Karas, raises a hand, and presses a cursed, black symbol onto his chest. The curse ignites, a searing pain rips through Karas as the black mark pulses like a malevolent heart. He screams and collapses, the reflection of the burning caravan dancing in his eyes before darkness consumes him. Later, under the cold light of the moon, the ruined caravan lies in smoldering silence. Karas awakens not in the desert, but within the stone walls of an abandoned temple, the soft flicker of candles revealing the solemn faces of priests surrounding him. They explain the nature of his affliction, the heart curse. With every battle he fights, his heart will weaken. Every victory, every act of strength, will only bring him closer to death. The curse on his chest pulses with a dull, agonizing ache, a constant reminder of his grim fate. Salem sits by his side, a quiet pillar of support, his presence a silent promise of loyalty that transcends even this dark turn of events. He offers words of comfort, his voice a steady anchor in Karas's sea of despair. At sunrise, Karas steps outside the temple, a broken man facing an impossible future. He sees a sword lying discarded on the ground. For the first time, he picks it up, his hand trembles, then steadies. In that moment, a decision is made, a new path is chosen. Days turn into nights as Karas dedicates himself to training. He swings the sword with clumsy, awkward motions, falling and rising again, his body bruised and bleeding, his breath coming in ragged gasps. Salem spars with him patiently, teaching him the fundamentals of combat, guiding his clumsy efforts. Slowly, painstakingly, Karas grows stronger, his movements becoming more fluid, more certain. But with every step forward, the curse on his chest pulses, a faint, ever-present threat. Far away, perched on a distant hill, Marcus watches, his eyes filled with a simmering hatred. He vows to see Karas and the legacy of his house completely destroyed. The scene shifts to a quiet, moonlit night. Karas stands alone, sword in hand, his cloak billowing in the wind. The cursed mark on his chest emits a faint, ominous glow. He is no longer just a merchant, but a warrior forged in tragedy, bound to a dark destiny. Salem walks up and stands beside him, their shared silence speaking volumes. Together, they turn and walk toward the horizon, two brothers ready to face whatever lies ahead. Their journey has just begun.